Okay. If you look at let me start all over. Okay, when I go to the Uganda economics, my project is a little different than yours. And one of the interesting part is when I click here, is immediately giving me the picture, it's not flipping. By the way, if you go to the import, the data is there. See that?
Yes.
It didn't jump to here and move it there. In fact, you see, it's beautiful. You can go to here. Well, it doesn't matter. I can click here. Okay. I'm going to click pi. I'm going to click bar. I'm going to click. See how quick it works. And this is a real website. It's from Academy City website. It works so fast, which is impressive. By the way, the difference between my version and your version is very small. Very, very small. I removed one because it didn't make sense, the last one, but bar, let's click bar. Why it doesn't like me? Hold a second. I got stuck for some reason. Let's refresh it. And you see another thing. When I refresh, it's automatically downloading the export. It did not download the import, by the way. If you want to prove that import is not downloaded, see, it's thinking. You got it?
Yes.
And in fact, the truth of the matter, this is a bug. It should work. I don't know why it doesn't. This is my bug. I need to fix it. And we'll see. You think you can fix that bug, Brenda? It is a bug. When I click here, I should see the import. What's the other interesting is when I click here, it shows the pictures. And how does it show the pictures? By showing it has to download the import. You got it? That's much more elegant, isn't it? That's
Yes.
what the user is expecting. I'm going on the export. I want to see this category. I see it. The other things that has to be fixed is this one. Now when I click on bar, it changed the bar, pies, lines. Everything works beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, it does.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So this is really interesting. The export is dying and the import is growing. Which industry is that? Metal, leaf woods, oil, metal, scrap. Very interesting what it is. Another one, the export is going down. Why? That's terrible. Well, we don't have any import, but why the export is going down? By the way, this is really, as I said, now we are into being a good software engineering consulting company and education institution, but eventually we want to run a business. Finding those companies, this is really important. Why this is going down? We want to find out. And maybe we can go into the business of increasing export. What about this one? Export is still high. What about this one? All of those, the export is higher. Oh, this one, the import is higher. Machinery specialized for particular industries. You guys bringing final goods to Uganda. See that? Which kind of machinery? Maybe we should produce them locally. Let's find out which industries, which sub-industries should be there. But from technical point of view, it's very interesting when I refresh. First of all, the export is opening up immediately. That's very easy to do, by the way. Secondly, when I click here, I don't like it's showing me the graph. Behind the screen is populating this one. You see that? By doing it behind the screen. Do you think you can do it yourself? That's a very unfair question because you never done something like that. But how we would approach that? Let's think the logic. Let's go back to your code again. Go ahead, share your code. By the way, do you see the way we're progressing, Brenda?
Yes.
We started from a very primitive website, am I right?
Yes, we did.
And we improved. How do we call that methodology? It's called agile methodology. You don't do the best right the first time. You do something, it works, then you think about how to, yeah, let's refresh, click, and then it comes down. So stage number one, I would like that to improve, stage number one improvement, when I refresh, yeah, I don't have a click, yeah. Yeah, when you refresh, I don't want him to stop here. I want that immediately as if I clicked here. Is that right?
Yes.
And we're expert, aren't we? Now, how to make the program to click the button for us. Let's go and tell me if you understand that part. Let's go and look at what happened in the Uganda index. Let's look at what already happening. When we click on the export, where's the export? That should be part of this. This is it, isn't it?
That's
Export
the
and import button, is that right?
yes.
And it's really, I need to click on this button. Let's say if I want the export, I need to click on this button, correct?
Correct.
So what can I do now to make it click for me? So I'm gonna all over go all over and find that function. What is that function that when we click, it is, let's do Control F, Control V. No, not this one. What was the name of that function? Yeah, here we go. It is open source. This is the one I want to look to find. And let's go and find that function. I need to click on this function and I need to tell him the event and the source. And how would I do it? So see what I'm going to do. Tell me if you understand it. And we will do it a little better later on. I'm going to do Control V. And instead of type, I'm going to put export. Is that right? This is the ID of the item that I really want to get. I can do here, document, dot, get, element by ID should be low. And I need to put here button. Is that right? No, what did I do? No, I screwed up. It jumped all over me. Yeah, it jumped right here. ID, that should be like that. And that's going to be the really like, I can make a variable. By the way, by putting it out, let's call it export. And you know me, element, to make sure I'm not conflicting with other numbers. This is outside of a function. This is going to be created as the page being loaded, but it might be a problem because maybe the page is not loaded enough and this one will not give me what I want. So what I usually do, I take this one, and that's why we have a place of the, in fact, it might be, no, it's not there. Let's go back to here. Let's go to the basic one. If you go to the basic, you can tell you have a section called Black DOM Ready. You see that?
Yes.
This is when the page is already downloaded, it will work. And by the way, if you really want to see that I'm right, be extending the base. So let's look at the base. If you look at the base, this section is all the way here. See, we have a script, and the script, yep, look at my page is misbehaving. When you look at that, you see we put that section here. This function is being called only when the document is already uploaded. That means all the components are already built on the page. And therefore, I would like, okay, to put this code here, but not in this page. So I'm just making my life easy. This is going to stay this way, and I'm going to go back to the index. And since I want that one to be in the right place, I don't know what the name of that. Let's see if I don't have already DOM ready. Control F, I don't think we did it. DOM ready. Yeah, we do have, by the way. We put stuff here. Do you see that, Brenda?
Yes.
This is the place it's supposed to be. In fact, we did put everything in the right place. So I didn't have to worry about it. I just want to make sure that we're putting it in the right place. So we can go all the way down. Is that right? We don't need the block because we already have the block. I didn't need to go even check. I checked that that's good. So I know this is going to work. By the way, what you can do just to be happy, you do alert. That's the way you should do. Export dot outer HTML. And when we do that, let's go back to the terminal. Let's go back to here. Let's refresh. When we refresh, it doesn't like me. Why? It does it sometimes. I don't know why.
You missed the underscore there.
Did I miss something? Yeah, let me see.
The alert. Inside alert.
Well, here you're right. Thank you. Yeah, I had to write thank you. Yeah, that should do it now. Fresh. And here we go. So this is really the button. The button already exists. And you see it's an export. And I want to activate this function of that button. So what can we do? Brenda, we already have kind of a trick. I think event listener, didn't we do? Control F, event listener. No. Let me see if I can. I think it's a new. Let me do a new. Do we have that? Yeah, we do. You see, we used that trick before. We used that trick before. I'm going to take that trick we used and copy myself and go all the way down. All what I want is when the page is loaded, I do want to send a click on this button. On this button, I want to send a click. So I'm making another event. So far, so good. And this is the way we're sending the event to an object. I don't really need this one. And I don't need this one. And I'm not going to send it to this one. I'm going to send it to this object. Is that right? I want to tell this object, click on yourself. This is the way we do it. Click on yourself. That should work. Is that right?
Yes, it should.
The page is loaded, so I can get a link to it by this one. This is just for me to see it. We don't need it because we already have seen that that's give me the right button. Correct?
Correct.
Then I'm creating an event, and this page event is send it. to this element. So that should work. Let's see if that's really work. Refresh. Bingo, we got the export. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yes.
But David, this is the right idea. See, this is already nicer because a person expects to see something, not just an empty page. So this one, we usually do, we make init equal to function. And then we just put the whole things in one function. Of course, now it will not work, but we usually like, this is a good programming habit. You take those ones and now you can call it init and you just activate the init. This one activating this one and this one inside does all the stuff that it needs to do. Fair enough?
Fair.
Good. So now let's do it again and we see that it's supposed to work as well. Beautiful. Now I can be even smarter. Usually you don't really need to do that. I can add here type and make it just slightly more interesting. I can do it like that and take this one away and write type. Why did I do that? Because now if I type here, import, what will happen? Blind, what will happen? If I refresh the page here,
It will bring the imports data.
beautiful, you see? If I click, he's sending really the click, he's sending to the import. See how easy it becomes to be?
Yes.
That's pretty cool, isn't it? See how elegant when you do it the right way?
Yeah.
The only thing is that the export is not showing. So the only reason why we're not downloading the export as well is just because maybe we don't need to. This is a small list, but it could be a huge list. Will take a lot of time to download. So we didn't really want to do that. So theoretically, if we want to download both of them, what can we do? We can do the same things. Is that right?
Yes.
And then we do export.
Exports.
But that won't be elegant enough. That will be okay. Is that right? Now, when I refresh, it will download both of them. But that's not what I really want. See, it's downloading export. And what happened to the import? We finished already. Yeah, you see? We didn't even see, he downloaded both of them. See that? Is that right, Brenda?
Yes.
So I could have downloaded both of them, but that's not the smartest way to do. We want to download only one of them. Okay? And the next things will be, and that we'll do some other time, but that's give you a hint how you really improve your program as you go along. You learn more topics. Now this is very important topic. We haven't studied it even in certificate 2. This really belongs to certificate 3. It's how do I send a message? By the way, click is one of them. You can send an event on change or many kinds. But the idea of creating an event, sending it to an object, that's a very powerful. Okay? Very, very powerful. And here we made it even more elegant and we already improved the look. The challenge now, okay, that if a person come to this page, and the only thing he's interested is really looking at the list, maybe he doesn't want to see the graph. There's no reason why I download the export data. Am I right?
Yeah.
And moreover, should I choose import or export? And that's something you will learn in the future. We can document how many people really click on export if the import is always? If we see people always click on export, maybe they are more interested in export. So we'll open this page in the export, not the import. Fair enough? Secondly,
Fair.
secondly, we want to do something smart. Can I do this one differently? And that's what we do in another session. Okay?
Okay.
Good. We'll do it in another session. We expand this program as we go along. Good. Now let's go back to who's next? Mildred. Where's Mildred? I see a big picture there. How come? Okay. Go ahead, Mildred. Show your screen. Okay, let's talk about the Fab House. Okay. And if we look at the Fab House website, I think you guys did a really good job. By the way, Fab House is a regular website. There's nothing really special about the Fab House. But hey, how do we go to the Fab House, Daniel? That's the business, I think.
Fables, it's not working for now.
Ah,
Yeah.
so what should we do? Hey, let me share my screen. Okay, I'll show you how it works on mine. This is mine. Let's go. By the way, in Academy City, if you put an F here, you go to the Fab House. It's pretty cool. See that? I'm going to give you a really hard question. If you notice, when we click on catalog, the tab stays the same. Is that right?
Yes.
When we get about, the tabs stay the same. There's many ways to do it. And you see this one is moving around. We really don't know how to do it, but we are a good stealer. We stole the code from them. But when I have a head like that, and I'm repeating in all pages, okay? Let's look at how did we do it. I don't think my project here is open. Let me open I will close that one. And we go to, yeah, this is the hardest project out there. I'll come back to that. In fact, this one I don't want to close. Okay? If you see, I have a lot of projects, and one of them called Fab House. See that? Let me close the other ones. Okay? In the Fab House, let's see what we got. We have several templates, one for each one of them. You see that?
Yes.
I'm going to open 3 of them. I'm going to open the home. And in the home, is extending the base FabHouse HTML. That means it's extending this one. And this one extending this one. So it's extending this one. So if I look at the logic, I have some stuff on this one. There's a lot of code. We don't really care about all of those guys. But there is a, as we go along, you will see, where's that one? There's a lot of styling and all of that. Okay, you're familiar with all that stuff, is that right?
Yes.
We just divided it by sections. In the header, we have a title, we know that's from certificate 1. And then we just made our own. We can make as many as we want. By the way, we made even a specific meta. If another page that we extend this one, we want to add something, we'll add it there. That's why we build that specific stuff. We have script. And under that, we made specific. So every page we can add specific element of JavaScript. But then, and then we have script end, so another script that we can put there. And then we have and specific. And mean it goes to the bottom of the page. Okay, so we have a lot of those stuff that we did. And by the way, if you have a good eye, you can specific style. That's the end of the head. By the way, that cannot be. This is the 0. How come? I think I screwed up that one. How come? Something doesn't make any sense to me. I have the body here. You notice it, Daniel? Don't I miss something here, Daniel?
No.
I'm not. That's the 0. So I should have, see, this is the head. HTML head. And then I have all the blocks inside the head. See that?
Yes.
And then I have all that stuff, That's the end of the head. And then I should have a body here, don't I?
Yes, the body should be there.
But we did a trick, remember?
Yeah.
We removed the body here. Usually we put the body here and the whole thing is inside. But we made a nice trick here. We said every page we extend from might have a different styling. And that's why we made in the home, let's go into this one. Let's go into this section, body class. We go to the home, Control F, Control B, or Control V, and here we go. So we are completing the body. This section is plugged in to this here. So it's like we're writing a body here. Is that correct, Mildred?
Yes.
So that was our trick, because we realized every page has its own configuration of the body classes and other things that it has. So here we go, I have a home. And if I go and open another page, that's a catalog, you will see we have the same things. We can do Control F, Control V, and here we go. This one is different. And both of them inheriting from there. By the way, this is the body of the catalog page. You see that? Web body? This is exactly
Yes.
what we have here in the 0. We have, I'm lost. I see content, but where is that? See, in the catalog, I get a web body. I go to the home, web body. I don't really see the content. You see that? This web body doesn't exist in the zero. Tell me if I'm right. I do have a content here. You see that?
Yes.
That's in the zero. Zero is the best template. Very, very best. There's two base here. You see the HTML, everything. This is really, most likely will give me an empty page, but it has everything I need. And then we made extra one to expand. Oh, can you help me out now? Please pay attention what we have here. We have web base. We have a web footer. What are those? Anybody? Mildred. Let's try to understand what's going on here. This is something Daniel and Jeremiah and I work together. Let's go and look at the base. What do we have in the base? So let's understand the base. The base, first of all, has a header. All the stuff of the header will be in. We can have a lot of blocks inside, but we're not interested in the head. We're interested in the body. So far, so good?
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
Where are we going to put our code? This one going to be only for the body. So all the code is right here. All the code going to be right here up to the end of the body. So there's stuff we can put in the middle. By the way, if I click here, we have a lot of stuff. Hey, by the way, inside the body, because this is the beginning of the body, we put a place we can put functions, and we can put a JavaScript that will load when the page is loaded. Okay, but I'm not care about that one now. I only, the other things I see, there's another cookies that I put here. It has to do with really working, sending objects, and that's a different topic. We'll expand more and more in certificate 3. But I want to understand these. I want to understand this. Is that right, guys?
Yes.
And I don't see in the home, you see the home is expanding, this one is okay, but is expanding black web body. Can you tell me, Brent, I don't see it here. I want you to click one click. No, not this one, here. One click and show me in this page, I intentionally closed everything, okay? Definitely it's not gonna be here, it's not inside the head. There's nothing here. So I want you to do one click, and when you click there, we immediately will see that inside there must be a black hole web body. Go ahead, one click. And don't be afraid if you be wrong. Don't be afraid. Use your brain. Let's go in the other way. Could it be here? So you can click or here or here. You have to make a decision. No, not here, sorry. You have to make a decision. Should I click here? Should I click here? Should I click here? And let's say by elimination, should it be here? What is this section is about? It's about the header, isn't it?
Yes.
Is that supposed to be there? Is the body stuff is in the header?
No.
No. So I'm not gonna click here. Because I'm not gonna find here. Let's click, it's not there. It's only blocks that I have artificially divided, so it would be nice to my life. But it's not gonna be here. Doesn't make any sense. So this one is ruled out. What the next place? Should it be in the script?
No. No.
No, excellent. Why? Because this script is JavaScript stuff. There's nothing to do with the body of the page. So the only place left, go click on it. What is the only place left? You see, when you have those little pluses, when you click on them, it's going to open up. So which other place have left to click on? This one is not it. This one is not it. So which other place we have left? Only this, isn't it?
Yes.
So we did a trick here. Let's click here. Oh, beautiful. So what was the idea? We have a black place, and inside the black place, we allowed several blocks. Got it? Everybody got it?
Yes.
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 Jeremiah, you agree?
Yes.
And why did we do that? Because we wanted to make our life organized when we work on other pages. Most of our work supposed eventually to be in one of those 3 pages, blocks. See this stuff here. Let me help you out. I'm gonna go here. If you look here in the home, we have title, we have specific, we have this, they're all for the headers. That's script, that's style, and look at that, that's beautiful. We have a body class, we have a web page, and moreover, when I go here, so from here, I go to here, from here, I go to here. And what the logic says, since all the pages has the same header, I'm going to be smart. And how do I become to be smart? I say, okay, this is laying down 3 parts. 1, 2, and 3. In all the pages, home, catalog, I'm going to have the same. Let me close those ones so it'll be easy to follow. You see, let me follow that one. Okay. See, I don't put the header all the, I'm not putting the header and I'm not putting the footer. Some things in the home, I'm not touching the footer, I'm not touching the home. Because both of them are going to have the same things. So I'm putting it in something in the middle. So this one, you see web header?
Yes.
Web head is going to go right in here, in all the pages. And the footer also is here. See that? So what happens if I delete this one? I'm going to delete it. What do you say? What's going to happen? If I refresh the page, what's going to happen?
The web header won't.
Which part going to disappear?
The upper one.
Exactly right. It didn't. Here, because I'm Music Academy City, I cheated. See? I cheated. I should already use the 127, my own website. Hey, by the way, well, hold a second. I have another project open up. I'm going to show it to you today. Let me stop this one, go back to the real stuff, and run this one. I'll run it on this one. Now I'll put a 10 here. Okay, and if I put an F, it will go to disappeared. You were right. Question. I'm going to put it back. In fact, also for the catalog, it will go away, isn't it?
Yes.
If I write here catalog, by the way, catalog, that will take me to the catalog, by the way. It also doesn't have the head. See that?
Yes.
So you were right. So we did it in a smart way. We put whatever appear in all the pages, the footer and the header, we put it in something in the middle. Is that right? And the stuff that is going to be the body of the page, if we go here and we refresh again, you see it will look much better. You see the head came back. This is my, I didn't really do that one on, this is my own testing. This is not the real web page. See, the real web page is, why is it? This is it. No, wait, the Academy City one. Where did I put the Academy City? Let's do Academy City. This is the real one. That's the real one. So here we put everything right. But this one is just for testing purposes, so I don't really care. I'm just testing. See the catalog, when I click on catalog, the top is the same. About is the same. Contact is the same. Okay? Gallery, it's the same. This one, I didn't put data. That's why you don't see it. I didn't put data here. Okay? So that's why you don't see it. And I don't really care either. But the idea is that when we developed, we put the header separately, the footer goes on all the pages. When I go to the home, extend, by the way, if you look at the top, we're extending this one and this one extending this one. That means that the home will have a header and a footer automatically. And the only things I need to deal with left this part. And this part is really, it has nothing here, so it's jumping directly to here, and it will put, whatever I put there, will put it right in the middle. And that's the important things. So that's why most of the page of the home is really here. Does that make sense? Jeremiah, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay? And all the pages the same. Let's go to the catalog. Okay? Okay, let's go. By the way, there's a lot of pieces here. This is really all the body. Okay, and we go and there's a lot of stuff inside. But if you go to the catalog, very similar. And there's some specific style that are only for this one, but the body of the catalog is right here. And if we open this one, you will see a lot of code. See that? Is that right?
Yes.
Good. So this is very, very important. We spend a lot of time on certificate one, but here you really see it, how important is this structure of at least 3 levels for every page. Many times I make it even 4, but that's enough. Good. Now let's go, and I would like to ask you another question, and that will be the last one. Okay. Okay. I want you to explain to me how did we got that one. How do I change that to say Amos, 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 Amos? Now, you don't have to know the answer. The answer is not what interesting me. What interesting me, how do you approach? How will you try to find out? So you already know it's not in the header. Is that right? It is not in the footer. It's not in the footer. It must be in the body. Is that right? Now I give you a hint. And that's really what makes this website very interesting. If I copy this one and go directly to here, and look for the page home and do search, I will not find it. But if I do go here and I do right click and view, where's view page? I don't like me. Why doesn't like me? Let's do here. Right click, inspect. You will find it. You see it's right there. That's a dilemma. Because on the page, it really is. This is like the HTML, which is supposed to be like this one. But here we did something very, very important. If she doesn't know the answer, Daniel and Jeremiah, you're responsible that by Wednesday she know the answer. Because she should. Okay, and you should teach her. Okay?
Yes.
Okay? Now, what does it really mean that I don't find it here? What does it really mean? Why I'm not finding it here? Jeremiah, what do you say? Why I'm not finding it here?
It's because it's in the database.
I didn't hear.
No, Thomas, it's because you added it from the database.
Beautiful. And that she should know that. And Jeremiah and Daniel, you're making sure until Wednesday she understands how it works.
Yes.
Mildred, you're going to be there every day. And you
Yes.
must know that. Is that right, Mildred?
Yes.
Okay, we don't find it. So how we will help her to try to find it? After all, where is it's coming from the database? That's why we cannot find it. And we know it should be in the body. But hold a second. This is where is the body stuff? Yeah, I got lost. I'm gonna be here. Where is the body part? Body class. Yes.
Oh,
What happened here? Why disappeared on me? Something disappeared here?
it's there.
Did I do something?
I think you have to press on the plus.
What did I do?
I think you have to click on the plus.
Correct, but why I don't have a closing tag? I should have a closing tag, don't I?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, maybe I deleted it by mistake. Okay. Something is, no. That's fine. The body class, no, let me take it away. No, it's fine. This should be that one because there was another part. Okay, I have black body class. That's we already talked about. It should be here. So it has to be somewhere here. But I want to help her. I want to help her how to find that section. How would you go about it, Jeremiah? What would be the fastest way to find that segment?
I think by the class.
Which one?
By the class.
Which one?
The one of H1. The one on,
Which one? This one.
yes.
Very smart. Because pay attention, the 173, I think this is like our index there going in, if I recall. But this one is not changing. So what we can do, double click, take that class, copy it, and go back to here. Very good, I love your answer. So I'll do Control F, Control V, and here it is. Yeah, we got right to the right place. And as you can tell, it's true, the P, the value of the P, it's not hard-coded, it's coming from the database. How do I know which database it's coming from? Now, this one, everybody needs to know by heart by now. Again, we go to which file here? Which one of those one, Mildred?
Admin.
Which one?
Admin.
Yeah.
the
Why admin? The admin will not help me. Is the admin transferring the variable? No, it does not. So that one cannot be. Applications?
No.
No. Mothers?
No.
Why not? What do we have in the mothers?
Because it
What do we have in the mothers?
has all the classes.
Only the definition of what? What are we defining here?
Tables.
Beautiful. So it cannot be here. You're absolutely right. Test we never touched. Is it going to be in the URL?
No.
No. Why? Because what the URL does? Only navigating. A Stu is going to navigate to all the pages. You see catalog, about, contact, gallery, blah, home. So if I want to go, it will take me to the views. Okay, this is the views. I should find it in the views. And in fact, by the way, as you can tell, the home is always a special function from now on in all our application because I added very special object here. We'll talk about it more as we go along. But we're getting a company. And the truth of the matter, the company has a home table linked to it. By the way, if you go into my models, I have, this is really the company, that's the way we named it. And we have a home page linked to the same one. You see that?
Yes.
In one-to-one. And here, if you see, I did call it correctly, related name. So that's why the project, by the way, Daniel, I would love to do this one. We will add this project. You hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
We will add these projects to the other projects so you can develop it. Okay? And then when everything is perfect, we override what we have in Academy City, and that will work perfectly. But the database has to be this way. And when we look at the view, you can tell home object in already as we talked about. If you see the home project object, and we have a company object. The object of the company has all the stuff that has to do with the company itself. You know, their email, their address, company name, and all of that stuff. And the home, which is linked to it, has a lot of other stuff. Background image, blah, blah, see a lot of stuff. A counter title one, all those stuff we added there. And then when you go back to the home, where's the home? Here we go. We're taking home object and we're putting the title. And if we go to the model, you can tell in the home, we have to have a title there. One of them should be a title. Now here, where's the title, by the way? Here we go. Fair enough?
Yes.
And if I really want to, change that one and write Amos inside, how do I do it? Now that I know it's being typed inside the database. So where should we go? I'm going to open another folder. I'm going to close this one. What do you say, Mildred? Where should I go? I want to go to the database. So what do I write here? To go to all the tables in the project.
Admin.
Admin, very good. Okay, I have to log in. Whose computer is that? Is that mine?
Yes.
Yes.
How come I have that stupid name? I don't remember, I never. Okay, anyway, log in. No, it didn't like me. What is the password? I think it's SQL, one page. No, I don't think so. It should be, I don't really know. No, it is, I think this should be right. No, it doesn't like me. Oof. And no, it's not this one. This one doesn't know. Ah, this is under 800. This is 110. That's an admin. And that should be. Ah, I know what it is. I forgot. There's non-TC. That's for a different purpose. But why it doesn't like me? I'll try that one more time. No. Let's see again. Yeah, okay. I don't know, I probably mixed up the whole way. Anyway, now we want to go to the tables that belong to the Fab house. And which table do we go to? Remind you, we're putting the, we don't need that. We're putting the title inside the home that comes from the title, from the model home. Is that right?
Yes.
So which one should we go here? Here's all the tables. Which table should I go to? Should I go to gallery, category?
No home.
Home, very good. So I'm going to the home. And in fact, we have only one. If we have another company using the same template, we'll use another row here. So I'm going to go to this one. And here, what should I go to change? Remind you, I want to change this one, which is the title. So why should I go here? Stop me when you see it.
It is your cast it.
Where is it? This one?
We can, it will deliver all around East Africa.
Is this
The
one?
title.
Is this
No.
one?
No.
Is this one?
Yes.
Okay, let's see if you're right. This is the way you're supposed to spell midnight, I think. I looked it up once, but I might wrong.
No, it's not the one.
Mildr.
ED.
After the R, what do you have after the R?
ED.
E?
E.
Yes, that's what I remember. I looked it up, by the way.
It's D.
D, not
Like
Da.
that?
D.
Da.
Yeah, that.
Yes.
I said that. That's if you were right. If I refresh, oh yeah, you're right. Last question, Mildred. You see it says Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania. I want one of the names to say Mildred, only Mildred and Amos. Where will you go? So we can delete that one. Where is the title? Where's the title? So if I remove it, that's it. It won't be there. Where should I go? What should I change? to change. Then here, you will say Mildred, Amos, Daniel, Brenda, and Jeremiah. How would you go about it? So you don't really know. The easiest way to go into right click and inspect, isn't it? And what did what his name? Jeremiah said, the easiest way to find it, go to, well, we're probably going to the class would be the easiest. Is that right? Copy it. And then close it. Go back to the code. Go and do, no, not this one. You got to, we don't care about this one anymore. We go to the home, Control F, Control V, Enter. Yep, this is the one. Let's go to the next one. Here we go. This looks, does it looks like it? H1, span, no, it doesn't look like it. So where is it?
Dr.
It's in the database.
There's a lot of them. So it's probably going to go on the top more. Should go to the other way. That's the title. What is this one? This one gives me, I thought that wasn't a good idea. Was it? See, there's a lot of those styles. That'll be harder to find. You can find it eventually because after all, how many of them there are? Okay, about us, it's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not
Dr.
it.
Amos,
Yeah,
I think it's no on 25. No,
yeah, let's do right click and inspect. Here we go, we got here. We have a span. Is that right? So how about we take this one? What do you say? That would be better. I don't know why I took the one above it or whatever. So let's go back. Let's see, maybe that will be better. Control F, Control V, and bingo. Hey, this is it. But it's empty. So what's going on here?
Doctor, I think because I'm seeing it's up, on it's above. It's like.
So what should I do? Where I find the code?
It's the line above that one.
Going
After-
above. This is the, that's
No,
this
no,
one, this
no,
one,
No, the next one.
this one.
Yes.
And how do you see that? Oh, what do you see? Yeah, you're right. Here it is, isn't it?
Yes.
Is that right, Mildred?
Yes.
I think he's right. So there is it's part of the home table. That's why we call it home object. And we should go into the field called rotating list. And if I open the model, Mildred, where should I find that field here? Where should I find the field? Show me the field. Go ahead. See, you get the name here, it says rotating list. So which field is in this table? It should be in this table, isn't it? Should I find that name right here somewhere?
I've seen it. It's under the title equals.
Which one? This one?
No,
This one?
it's in number 54.
This one?
It's in line number 54.
It says rotating list. This is it. Is that the field in the table? Must be, isn't it? You see, it's a field inside the home object. The home object, if you remember, the home object is the company.home. It's the home table. That's why we call home object. So the home table does have a variable called rotating list, which we're using here. Fair enough?
Fair.
So now, where do I go to the database?
Yes.
Which field do I go here? Which field should I look for? What's the name of the field should I look for here?
Dr. Amos, we can't see.
Ah, you can't. I don't know why. Let me show again.
Yes.
I need to see it now, sweetie.
Yeah, we can see.
Yeah. See, we arrived to the conclusion, Mildred,
Yes.
that it should be a field called rotating list of the table home. And if we go to the model, we did identify it. And in fact, we made it a little bigger. You see, it's 500 character. So we can put many names there. So we need to find this field in the table and change it if we want to change the list. So we need to go here and look for which field? Rotating list, isn't it?
Yes.
So where do you see rotating list?
I can see it.
It's here, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, ask me for permission to change my code here, and I'll give you permission. Ask request a control. Good. So now, what I want you to do, I'm going to delete intentionally all of them and keep only 2. And I want you to add Amos and Mildred first, and then Amos. So in the list, there will be Amos and Mildred. Look at the way it's structured here. You see that? Uganda,
Yes.
parentheses, under comma. Kenya, and because it's the last one, you don't need to put a comma. But if you want to add Mildred, what do you do? Very good. Save it. No, you don't need another comma. No, you don't need this save, cancel. Hold a second. You don't need the last comma, yeah? And save it, go down the screen. Good. Now go back to here and refresh the page. Hold a second. Hold a second. Let's close this one. Refresh the page. And what do you see now? Hold a second. That cool?
Yes.
That's what makes our website so different than any other company that build websites. Not only that, Brenda have started another things that we're going to add as we're going on. Very good, Mildred. Keep working hard and be close to those guys. You have a lot to learn. So Jeremiah, what I'm going to ask you that you don't know. Jeremiah,
Yes.
should I ask you a really hard question?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What would be smarter way to do what? To take this web page. We're not going to do it now. After we get the project, we will do it. And that will blow them brain totally. Something we did with Brenda. If you have a good eye, see, this is the home page. Let's close this one. I don't care. I don't care. And in fact, what will be? Don't care. Don't care. See the home? You see, they are all in this part. Is that right? Correct?
Yes.
We're going to catalog, same things. You see that? Web body. The rest is almost the same. Almost. Not exactly the same, but almost. And I go to the catalog. The only difference between the two is this part. Am I right? See that?
Yes.
How would you do it using Ajax? So you don't really have to have 2 pages for home and catalog. That's a hard question. I tell you, look at what Brenda has done. You see why the two are linked, and eventually we do it. Not on this one, we probably will do it in the BizLand or other projects. But if you look at what Brenda has done, a similar project as she's done, geoeconomics, anybody? Yeah, here we go. See, she has only index, which is like our home. And she made a function. She made a function. So this is the home page. This is making the button, the divs. This is making the buttons, the divs. The divs are empty. If you can tell, no, they're not empty. Why did I thought it's empty? What did I do here, by the way? What is that one? Ah, no, this is, what did I click on? I said I need this one. Yeah, I need this one. Am I right? Yeah, I call it index Ajax. Yeah, this is the one I need. If you look at that, you have a place for the tapes, a place for empty divs. So you can think about it. I can put one kind in the home or the catalog. Let's look why is the web. This one should be FabHouse. And we go into the template and you go to this one and you have those two and then you have this one and in here you have the web house. You see that?
Yes.
You see we have a component here that they really embed inside it whatever we type in the black web body. Am I right?
Yes.
Now we can be smart and say we don't want a lot of pages, home, catalog. We make sure all the libraries we need will be in all of them. And that part, we call it by Ajax. Can we do that? So if it will be a catalog, it will pull the part that has to do with catalog. If it will be home, it will put this part and put it there, and everything will be like the home page. What do you say? Can we do it like Brenda did it?
Yes, I think we can.
It's very similar if you think about it. Those one will be empty. I delete them. And then we make Ajax that if somebody click on home, the Ajax go and get the code which I just deleted and put it here. It's just, of course, now it's going to be long. See how long it is. Got it?
Yes.
And you will put it there. When I go to the page of catalog, the only things, all the rest will be the same. The only things I need to change is this one. So the Ajax will go to the server, build it up, bring it back and put it here. Now, that's not the only things we did with Blender. With Blender, we did something even smarter than that. If you look at what we did with Blender in the Uganda economics, after we download the code, where is it, by the way? Where did I put the code? Anybody remember? Is it here? Yeah, I think it's here. Not only that, why is it, by the way? Anybody see why did I do that code? Is that in the parent index? Maybe here? Yeah, no, it's not this one. Okay. Where did we put the code under?
It's under index.
I need this one. I went to the wrong. That's not the one. Okay.
Index.html.
Yeah. See, we did something very smart. What we did is, see, we have this function, open source, get source data. I changed it, okay? Mine is a little different than hers. But basically, we have a function called, where's the open source? Let me see, for a second. Okay. And if you see what we did here, we call the open source, we get the data, we click, and we oh, that's not. I changed it from the way you did it, but I'm looking for, let's see if I can find it. No, it won't like me. Where did we put the objects when it's, here we go. And I need to send it to the bottom. And here we go. I need this one. I change it. Control F. I change mine. Okay. This is very important. We have different pages. You see that?
Yes.
In Feb House, you have different pages, home, catalog, there are different pages. The objective of this function, if the source will be home, you want to check if you downloaded already the home. If you did not download the home, meaning the pages does not exist, then you download it. And we change, of course, the function, but the idea is the same. If you already downloaded the home, you keep it in the page. Got it?
Yes.
So next time, when somebody go from catalog to home, you do not download again the home. Got it?
Yes.
That will make FabHouse much better, 10 times better than even what it is now. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that's what we will do in the future, but I'm very happy to hear that you guys understand. Daniel, you understand that?
Yes.
Mildred, you know this one by heart, this kind of mechanism? You should know it by heart. You still have high school? You still go to the high school?
Yes,
That's why you're so busy.
but I'm in holiday.
Yeah. You should be sitting next to Brenda all day long. Maybe go to sleep next to her.
Yes.
Okay? But this idea you see how nicely it can be implemented even here. With all this code, we can make it as a template. And we call a template for the home. And then we don't need so many pages. We have only one, home or index. And we don't need all those pages, catalog and all, we don't need them. They will work with the Ajax. But that's more advanced, and that's what we do a lot in Certificate 3. Let me finish the session today, just to show you what I was working over the weekend. We might implement it on the project Rigi we're trying to duplicate. If you look at, I'm switching now, okay? The exam is over. I don't think I need to test Jeremiah. In fact, the truth of the matter, I didn't need to test any one of you because I know that you're standing ready to know. So anyway, let's move on. Let me show you something in Rigi. Let's go back. Where's Rigi? Where did we put Rigi, by the way? It's a different project, isn't it? This one I want to show you. Hold on.
Cannot see your screen.
I think I have a different project. Yeah, this is.
Cannot see your
Let me open
screen.
another one. Let me open.
Dr. Amos,
How did we call it? Rigi?
Yes.
But you're not seeing your
Dr.
screen.
Amos, we can't see your screen.
Ah. Yeah, it happened all the time. I don't know why. Okay, you see it now?
Yes.
Yeah, it's get crazy. I don't know why. You see it now?
Yes.
Yes.
How did we call this one? Did we call it Rigi?
Yes.
Yes.
Let me open it. Let me close this one. Okay. And let me go here, Rigi, and run it. Are you sure? I'm not sure. No, I didn't run Rigi, did I? No, we call it education. No. I think we called it education something. Because Rigi, I tried to duplicate and I gave it up because, not that I did it, in fact,
It's high school edu.
I don't want to work in their style.
Dr. Amos,
High school edu.
it's high school edu. You passed it.
High school, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, this is the one. Yes. And now we want to do this, and let's open it up, go inside. And, sorry, this one is on 800. Okay, let me do that. 10. So I will be nicer, and it should open in that file. Yeah, it's empty. And then how did we do that? We did it like E, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, now I remember. Okay. If you remember, when we click here, we get an error because we didn't do those pages. Right? And we'll
Yes.
fix it. When you go to the website of Rigi, where is the Rigi?
That one.
This
You
one?
passed-
Yes, this one. Let's go back to the beginning and see when you click on cut courses, catalog, organization, you see in all of them, you see something here. You see that?
Yes.
See how it goes. Home, organization, persons. And the truth of the matter, if I click here, see, is adding another one here. You
Yes.
see that?
Yes.
And it's supposed to be, if I click here, it will change the structure according to the links of the database. Okay? That's called, I think, bread scram, something like that. How do you do that? That's something we will do in the next time. So I found a nice project that somebody has done, which is really nice for studying, but we will utilize it in a combination with other things. See, people, if you notice, even this excellent web page, it's really partial, has so many missing stuff. We want to steal the styling and the nice ideas. See, this is a nice feature, but how do you do it? So what I did is I built up a project. Let me close it and open it again. Who is that, by the way? And I will open it again. I made another project, this one. This is like a mini project in which, look at the bottom here, okay? If I have a parent, let's say I click here, see it says parent. I go here again, I click on this one. It means that this one is a child of this one.
Dr. Amos,
And this one has a different list.
Dr. Amos,
Yeah, again?
we can't see your
I
screen.
see.
Yeah, I don't know why it's getting crazy. Tell me, yeah, thank you. Do you see my screen now?
Yes.
So this is already a project I found on the internet as a GitHub. I played with it and I made it working. And just see what does it do. I have a parent, and under the parent, I have a child. And when I click on the parent, I get only those two items. The truth of the matter is really two tables. One table has items, all the items, and one table has an hierarchy. So when I click on parent, the parent itself has two items, the first two items. Click here again, first two items. I click on the child, parent 1, it's the child of the parent 1. Parent 1 has one item, 3. Go again to the home. I go to the second parent, okay? I get item number 4. Got it?
Yes.
It's a little confusing. There's a lot of drawback and there's a lot of nice things. A, how do I make this part? This is very interesting. It's automatically updated. When I go to the parent 1, can you tell that it's updated? This is a child of this. If I go to this, it goes to the parents. Got it?
Yes.
I still don't like it. That's what I saw on the internet. But this is a very important thing for you, Brenda, when we get to business intelligence. Very important. Because this part theoretically shouldn't really be here. It should be really at the bottom here. And you will see eventually. We'll keep this one. Then those items will be totally different things. So this is a beautiful topic. Very, very beautiful for business intelligence to build our own applications. I'm not sure I want to build up our own application. I'm looking around. If somebody already have done something, I will steal whatever I can steal from him, combine it with my own ideas. By the way, I built application like that in 2003 in Chicago. But we will do it nicely with Ajax and with Python. This is require a different type of a table which allow parents child, and you can link it to another table that hold the content. Moreover, I want to make it even better, and I will explain what I mean by that. Why do I show you that? If you look at the Rigi, let's go back to the original page. I just showed it to you, I think, didn't I? Not this one. Where's the Rigi? Anybody see Rigi?
Next to, before that.
No? Yes, that's right.
Yes. What do you see in Rigi? This is really similar to the Rigi, isn't it?
Yes.
But they have only one level here. When I click on category, you see I have home. I go category. This is probably a link to this one. You got it? All those one are children of the home. You see that?
Yes.
They're all children. And this did something interesting that the page itself, and I will show you how you do that. This is really beautiful. The page itself will be similar to in this one. It really is the item. I don't really need this one. Going to go away. Okay. This one, when you click on them, okay. By the way, since they have only one level, it makes it very easy. And then when I click here, you notice it putting like the home and the child. So that's very, very similar to what they are doing in Regi. But we're going to make it more elegant. One place, you can look at the courses. That's going to be really nice. Let's say I click here. I would like this one. By the way, here they're using really Ajax. They're doing a really nice idea here, but they are not really using it to the maximum. So when we get there, we already know how to build that one in Django. That's why I looked for this project. This is the idea. This is a nice idea. We'll learn how to do it, but this is a hard concept, beautiful concept, and we will implement it as they did, but we will make it a little more sophisticated. This is only really a search engine. I like it, by the way. I have no idea why they probably put the check mark so you know which filters did you put. And I need to check if they use the Elasticsearch for that. Even if they use it for Elasticsearch, it will be easy. They have built some objects in JavaScript and Python to help them to build it up automatically. I will show you when we get there, and that's really what Certificate 3 is about. We'll do something not less complicated. By the way, if you look at the right side, did you notice the right side is always a component we already have made? Is that right?
Yes.
So the right side, we're done with the right side. Because in the right side, when we click here, it will go to the view, whatever, it will give me a new list. Am I right? Got it?
Yes.
Yes.
And pending whatever the list will be very immediate. So that will be really nice. So the right side is the easy part. This shouldn't be hard. We will learn about, I don't think they're using a search engine here. You don't need, you really don't. You can do it easier. There's a way to do it easier without the search engine. This one goes with Elasticsearch. In my opinion, this should move here. Like I think if you click on organization, you see it's here. So if you're looking for a search for a customer, for a course, I don't see a reason why in all of them, you see all of them, this one is here. You got it? The only place is here is to put it here. I don't see a reason why. This one should stay here. So we'll put it there, and then we'll make a progress, and then eventually this will be the same template for Academy City. Got it?
Yes.
In Academy City, I did something much, much more sophisticated than that. But the nice things about this one, it has a nice style. So I will copy, I will duplicate there. People like it better. And later on, what we can do for different schools, we can change the colors. The courses definitely will be different. The event will be different, but the template will be the same. As we did with the Fab House. That's what I said. Fab House is a very important project for you to learn by heart. The projects that Brenda have worked on, it's a very important one. I will just mention one more, and that will close. I won't even go into that. If you go to Academy City, see, this is the beautiful, see, this is the way you learn. You take pieces and you combine them and you put them in the right place. By the way, this is a little small mini HTML we put in Academy City, and then we can use it over and over. I'll show you when we get there. But we'll do something a little more elaborated with that. And there's a lot of other tricks we can use Then you go, finally, if you go to, was the other topic? This one I will just remind you, I did show that to you. This one I'm gonna rewrite from scratch again. I'm gonna write it from scratch. And I'm so glad I stopped in the middle half a year ago. It was very smart on me not to continue and think about it again. There is a project called Business Simulation. Really one of my favorite. I'm dying to finish it. That's not an easy one. Then let's go to this one. No, that's not what I wanted. Sorry. Let me go back to here. And let me go to courses. This one all we want to redesign according to, I don't, yeah, here we go. Where's the simulation? I don't see the simulation. It should be here. And this is a simulation. This one I'm going to rewrite from scratch. It's a very hard concept. And I'm going to use technology different than I used here. I'm going to redesign the whole things from scratch. This is going to be a business by himself eventually. Okay? Very, very sophisticated. And that's when you guys finish certificate 3, you will be ready to start working with me on this one. Whoever get to this one, honestly, when you finish working with me on that, you are in a level of a master, which is not a trivial one. This is a beautiful, this is going to be one of my best projects. And then finally, you will get to the option trading. That's another project I'm hoping to finish. I will work simultaneously, and I will see part of you I will dedicate for that project, and some of you will work on the other one. And that's why we need another 5 to 10 excellent students like you. And then we'll have several teams working on different projects. That will be a really serious consulting company. Okay? Have a good one, guys. Good luck. I knew that I don't need to make the test. Didn't I said it last week?
Yes, you said it.
Mildred, you're doing good?
Yes.
I know you are not as good as the others, and don't be insulted by me. You know I like you a hell of a lot, but I know you have a lot on your plate. Finishing high school, I saw my kids, they were dead. My daughter, she's doing her high school last year. She barely can breathe. And she's also a ballet dancer, so she barely can handle it. So if I give her to study this material, in addition, she will die. So don't take it harsh on you. You're doing really good, considering that you have so much other things going on. Okay?
Yes.
Now, I want to ask you a favor. Please, 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 find a way that Michael you'll be in touch with Michael at least once a week. Okay? Keep him
Yes.
updated. I don't know if he has time to catch up with what we're doing. Most likely he doesn't, because he has so many things he's doing. But be in touch with him on a regular basis. He's a sweetheart guy. Okay? Jerome is excellent. Okay, you guys have a hard time now, not a hard time, but a challenge to help him out to step up. I want him to take part of the real stuff, Fab House, by the way, my business simulation will include elements that we will use in the Radius food. And that guy, I don't care if he goes with us or not, we're going to do it. Because we can really run a business like that in Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, buying and selling merchandise of agriculture, connecting between buyers and sellers. Why not? We don't need them. Is that right?
Yes.
So, and for that, we need excellent students. You guys supposed to be the leaders, and good luck. Talk to you on Wednesday. Let's see if I have time. I will have a meeting tomorrow. We'll see. We try to do, I'm leaving for a week. So when I'm in Chicago, I won't be able to really communicate. Maybe I will make one session just to make sure we are on the same page. But let's utilize this week, okay? Let's have Jerome up to speed. Please contact Mark and talk to this new student. Brenda, send me WhatsApp as you make progress. You can share the load between all of you. Jeremiah once said it. Do share the load of all of that between all of you. And you probably can do it very well. Okay? Okay. Have a good one. Talk to you tomorrow probably.